The Scholastic Ball Report is sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.
Hello, welcome into the Scholastic Ball Report. Gary Ball with Tom Viney. Great to have you back hosting the show. You know, we got a few more weeks of these great swimmers you bring in, and then the state championship meet will be pretty soon.
That's right. We're getting really close. These teams are getting ready for regions and moving right into state at the end of the month.
On our show today, the 30 minutes of high school sports here in our 16th season. By the way, our 500th show today. That's 500th episode of the Scholastic Ball Report. We've got Daniel Brown on. He's the coach at Henry Clay. We looked at the polls this week. They made the biggest move in the polls this week.
I tell you what, they put two really strong games together. They deserve that spot.
Trinity and Madison Central, two ranked teams. That'll move you up the polls there a little bit. And also we got a feature on Emma King. Boy, she's a multi-talented player over there at Lincoln County. She's headed to Kentucky.
Love seeing that local talent stay local.
She's a double-double machine. Got a feature on her. And also our swimmers, well, they're from Lincoln County. It's all about Lincoln County.
Absolutely. We've got three great swimmers here. They're leading their team in the right direction, getting ready for regionals next year. But not only that, they are extremely good in the classroom as well.
Got great grades. That's where it's all at here on the Scholastic Ball Report. Also, we got another Sutherland Chevrolet drive of the week as we head down to Nicholasville, Kentucky to Sutherland Chevrolet. And Rob Bowlery's here. And you know what he's going to do?
Keep us in the game.
Keep us in the game, as always, with good tips from UK Sports Medicine, Orthopedic Surgery segment. That's our title sponsor here on the Scholastic Ball Report as we set our 500th show today. And also, of course, let's get to the best highlights in the state of Kentucky. These highlights from Game Time brought to you by Lee Kay and Brian Milam and sometimes Alex.
We head to Nicholasville for the Battle of the Bypass, West Jessamine and East Jessamine.
The Colts won the first meeting this year by 11 points. The Jaguars looking to break a 13-game losing streak to their rival West. It is the Battle of the Bypass. West and East, Kinzel Watkins showing off his speed in the open court. I mean, look how quick this is. Plays it in for the Jags. This was a fast-paced game all around. Check out the pass there from Dalton Bruner to Braden Fomas. The lay-in there, Colts up by 8 late in the first. Off the turnover, Yalen Woods, good heads-up pass to Bruner for another layup. West Jess extends its lead. Final seconds of the period, Watkins gets it to Ben McNew, and that beats the buzzer. A three-pointer. East Jess ends that 13-game losing streak to West. They also get the win, 67-63. To Garrett County. The Golden Lions hosting Lincoln County. Started the third quarter, Lincoln up 26-20. Elijah Fry with a pickpocket. He goes the other way and lays it in. Pats up 28-23. On the other end, Garrett County going inside. That's Charles Jones. Kicks it back outside to Braden Sebastian. That's a three ball. Cuts the lead to 2. But Jeff Jackson has some talented youngsters. Here's Bryston Alcorn. The drive on the offhand. And those talented Patriots get past Garrett tonight, 52-42.
And welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report. Our, of course, team of the week is Henry Clay. We told you about that in the onset of the show. We want to tell you about Roberts Insurance. They're out of Richmond, Kentucky. They're on Main Street. They insure 3/4 of this great state of Kentucky with my intern Madison Davis out of Douglas High School, Gary Ball. And I'm in with Daniel Brown and Henry Clay High School, the number 5 team in the state, Coach.
That sounds good.
It does sound good. You made a big move in the polls this week, big jump.
Well, we made a big impression on you guys.
Yes.
That's the key.
Yes, you did. And, you know, talk to us about this season for the Blue Devils up to now.
Well, I just think coming in our locker room, we expect to be pretty good. Got an experience coming back. And got a group of guys that really like each other, and they really like playing together, and they got the same purpose, same goal. So any coaches out there, and they're hearing me say this broken record, they kind of feel what I'm talking about, because I've had the other teams that have a little more talent.
Yeah.
And they may not as do as well, and that's teams with less talent do as well. So I'm excited, and the 3 guys that brought to me is a big part of it. You know, they're leaders, they're captains, and 2 of the best seniors in the state. And I feel like 3 all-region but all-state guys, so I'm very fortunate. And that's the reason why I'm top 5 in the state.
Coach, what kind of role have these guys played during the season?
What role they haven't played? That's
Yeah.
the question. You know, I got Keyston here as a son of mine who's seen as many Henry Clay games as I've seen. That's the truth. Been brought up in it.
Yep.
He's the ultimate leader and one of the most unselfish players on our team.
I remember when he was out there at ball boy running around, just a little kid.
I can remember he walked around in diapers out there and chasing guys, getting knocked around. But most unselfish kid and does whatever is needed to help our team win. And I got Marquez, who I think is a Mr. Basketball candidate next year for a junior class, one of the top players in our state.
Yep.
If not the best junior, I like to see one better.
Yeah.
So he's got a great future, not only this year but next year.
Yep.
And then Harris Hawkins, who nobody's heard about.
Mr. Rebound.
Mr. Double-double. 7 out of 8 double-doubles. Played against Ciroc, Cozart, top players in juniors of state D1, and here this guy kind of outplays him, I would say.
Yep.
So when you get 3 guys like that on your team,
Yep.
and they're your most hard-working guys, and they're your best players, you're the reason why you're 20-4.
That's a recipe for
It's
success.
a recipe for success.
Yeah.
You're right on.
Keyston, how's it been playing for your dad there at Henry Clay?
Sometimes, it gets tough. You don't look at him as your coach, you look at him as your dad. But I wouldn't be the same player as I am without him. I grew up around basketball, and I feel like that player I am today was just because I'm influenced by him.
Have you ever Googled him or watched him back in the day? He could play a little bit. He could shoot a little bit now.
Go to Nicholas County, you'll hear all about it.
Yep.
Marquez, as a leading scorer on the team, much is asked. Do you have the green light all the time?
Most of the time, I would say, because he allows us to play within the offense, but as a leading scorer, he lets me take the shots that I can take, and we're also good in transition. Me and Keyston, we take a lot of shots in transition, so that's where we score most of our points. But I think most of the time it's a green light, even for both of us. So.
Harris, how you doing down there?
Doing well.
We heard Coach talk about you going up against Cozart and all those big guys and performing very well. It must make you feel proud of how your game's improved over the years. You have a really good nose for the football. You're the top. For the basketball, you're the top rebounder. And maybe I don't know. Do you play football, Coach?
At middle school.
Middle school.
Yeah.
And you're real good as far as stickbacks. How did you develop that?
Well, that's hustle points right there. There's probably 6 to 8 of those a game. That's just up for grabs, and I always make it. Those are gonna be my points. I'm gonna out hustle, outwork everyone for those points. Really, just make a good read on the ball. Go get it.
Coach, do you think this team can make a deep run in the postseason?
Well, the good question is ask these 3. We'll go as far as these 3 take us. I'm very fortunate, again, not only have the best leaders on the team and really good players around the state, but I have a good supporting cast around them, and they're going to be prepared. They know what to expect in front of them. There's nothing that they haven't been put together for practice or games, so they're excited about it. I think if you ask them the same question, they're excited about this team, and that's what I want out of them. So I know they'll be ready. If they're ready, my team will be ready. So we're excited about it.
Well, you're ready now, Coach. 20-4, having a great season. We enjoy watching you on Prep Spin the other night against Trinity. You beat them by 2 points. That's the Henry Clay Blue Devils, one of the up-and-coming teams, are moving up the polls in the state of Kentucky. Now we're going to this feature on Emma King of Lincoln County.
When Emma King was in 5th grade, she told her dad that she wanted to play for Kentucky. Many young players have that dream, but she put in the work to make that dream a reality.
It's really humbling, and I'm really thankful for the opportunity, and I'm just really excited about it.
Emma made it official with the Wildcats in November, and she has responded with a stellar senior season. Lincoln County is off to a red-hot 16-2 start, and over the weekend, the Lady Patriots handed top-ranked Scott County its first loss of the season.
I'm just really proud of our team, and I know that we can beat anybody on any given day, and we played our hearts out, and we played together, and I'm just really grateful for all of them.
Emma scored a team-high 22 points and was named the defensive player of that game. But Emma and her head coach will tell you this team is more than just one player.
4 of our 5 seniors have signed to play college basketball. You know, Emma's got that UK tag on her, which is spectacular, and we're proud of her. But to have, you know, all 4 of your 5 seniors, and hopefully the 5th senior pretty soon, will be going to play college basketball. It's really special.
This team has the chance to do something special this season, and handing Scott County its first loss is a sign of things to come.
We all played together, and that's something that we've been working towards, and we're just really excited to go out and get a win, and because we've had 2 losses this year, and we're just trying to prove our spot.
Welcome back into the Scholastic Ball Report, our most popular segment, because this highlights kids doing great things in the classroom. And in this case, the panel swimmers of the week are also combined with the scholar athletes of the week, because these are great scholar athletes.
They do a great job in the pool and in the classroom. Yep. So starting out, Woods, tell us a little bit about what drives you to be able to balance academics and athletics so well?
I would say it's probably just it really just comes naturally. I mean, just being able to be an athlete and give everything you have in the pool, while also giving everything you have academically. It's just one of those things that have always come naturally to me.
Kennedy, what pushes you to get up early and get in the pool or swim and then do so good in the classroom there?
Well, I know that I need my academics later on in life, and I know that with swim you have to balance the sports because it's an extracurricular. But the school matters, so I try to push myself in both to make sure, you know, like I can survive.
Okay, talk to me a little bit about what are some of your favorite classes? What the subjects are you strongest in?
I consider myself strongest in math categories. I really enjoy those, engineering, and yeah, math is definitely my strongest. My dad has been a math teacher his life, so it's kind of
helps.
That's exactly
helps
right.
out a bit.
Well, good.
Let's talk. Okay, let's turn our attention now to swimming. Okay, because that's what you guys do. How do you feel that the team has, progressed this year, and what's your role as a swimmer on the team?
I'd say we're definitely moving forward. Our swim team's very young. It's only about 3 years old, but every year we're growing, getting new members. We're just training hard, and my role on the swim team is just being a part of it, you know, encouraging one another, pushing each other, just making ourselves as best as we can.
Now, Kenny, you're new to the swimming world,
Yes.
but you are one of the leaders on this team. Talk about how you're helping with some of those other people that are kind of new to the sport and bring them along.
Well, a lot of them struggle because it's a very hard sport, so you have to encourage them and make sure that, you know, they're always pushing themselves because a lot of them want to just give up, and you just have to be the leader for them to make them continue.
Kate, you mentioned your dad was a math teacher, so you don't need to be pushed in that area, but who pushes you in the pool?
Definitely our coach has a very strong influence on us. He pushes us hard every practice, every day. Really taught us to not give up when things get hard.
What will you do after high school as far as your college plans?
I've had a few colleges send me some letters, but right now I'm just keeping my options open. Yep.
I want to attend University of Kentucky.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure on which school, but I'd like to attend definitely a bigger university.
Well, every week Ryan Tyson presents the scholar athletes with a plaque, and all 3 of you would get one, but just forgive my math. I know there's only 2 plaques, but you all will get one. Take that to Ryan Tyson to put your name and school on there for free. And congratulations for just being great student athletes there at Lincoln County High School.
Thank you.
That's our Lincoln County athletes, our scholar athletes, and our panel swim shop swimmers of the week. When we come back, we're going to the Sutherland. Before we come back, we'll go to the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
It's time for the Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week. Danville's Caden Hill with a steal on one end, and then he goes coast to coast for the bucket. Danville would sweep the season series over Boyle County to improve to 21-2 on the year. Worth one more look. The turnover on one end, and he's going to take it all the way in. That is your Sutherland Chevrolet Drive of the Week.
welcome back in. Rob Bowler is with us from UK Sports Medicine. It's always great to have the Grand Poobah on the Scholastic Ball Report.
It's always great to be here, Gary.
And that's affectionate.
I know.
You know.
We have a long-standing relationship.
We sure do. We've known each other for a long time. What are some of the reasons that for the foot people get foot pain?
Sure. So last week we talked about Seaver's disease, a problem that,
which I could pronounce.
Right. A problem that young athletes have. Yep. So we thought about extending that to other problems that people would have in their feet when they're playing. You can have arch sprains, arch strains. You could have stress fractures in your feet. You could have sprains of the bones and the joints in your feet. Right. You can have all sorts of problems.
Right.
The one thing that we really want to talk about tonight are arch problems.
Yeah.
What is the arch of the foot?
So the arch of the foot, basically, you could say it's the shock absorber of your foot. There's actually 4 arches in your foot, and most people don't realize that. So there's an inside arch, an outside arch, and then 2 arches across the middle of your foot. So you can sprain or strain any one of those arches and would cause you a lot of pain.
If we had Jake here, we could actually get a demonstration up there like we did that one.
Right.
Yeah,
what is its function?
So like I said, it's the shock absorber of the foot, and if you strain that, then that really could lead to some bigger other problems like stress fractures and things like that. So that's why it's really important to address those concerns that you may have. With,
how do you treat an arch sprain?
So an arch sprain is the best way to do it is ice. The ice principle, the ice compression elevation, anti-inflammatories if we want to do that, stretching. Another good thing is using orthotics or arch supports or things like that, cushioning to help support that arch. Do the job that the arch is supposed to do.
Keep that foot healthy. That's good stuff there.
Basketball coach used to tell me that everything starts at your feet and works your way up.
Starts with the feet and works up.
Yep.
That's, of course, their website and their phone number. Give them a call. They got the walk-in clinic every Monday through Friday at 7 o'clock there off of Harrodsburg Road. UK Sports Medicine, Orthopedic Surgery. Now we're getting to these final highlights. These highlights brought to you by Whitaker Bank. They're uniquely Kentucky.
The top-ranked girls team in the state, who is it? Well, it's not the usual suspect, a team that hasn't won its region in more than 10 years and only once in the last 27 years.
That's a drought. We're talking about Connor, Franklin County, getting a crack at the Lady Cougars tonight. Look at this, 18-game winning streak for Connor, but you know what, Mike Webster? He has never lost. Look at that, perfect.
They let anybody officiate
his phone's blowing up, blow it up some more. Franklin County down 14. Brooklyn Miles gets the basket for the Flyers, but Connor was shooting the ball at will. Savannah Jordan, mid-range jumper is good. The Lady Cougs pouring it on. Courtney Hurst over to Lauren Taylor and one. Final score, top-ranked Connor takes it 64-45.
43rd District foes Lexington Catholic and LCA Lady Knights down 5 in the second quarter. Great look here to Emma Frank for the layup. Frank doing work under the basket again, gets her own miss right here, pads her stats, puts it back in. She had 8. Now first half coming to a close. Catholic down 1. That's Hannah Carlisle knocking down the corner three-pointer ahead of the horn. Lex Cat takes a 2-point lead into the half, and they get the win by 3, 50-47.
And welcome back in as we wrap up the show with our Lincoln County swim team. They're back with us for an encore presentation. And, of course, Madison, softball's starting pretty soon. How's that going?
Good. We got trials coming up. We're working hard every day, and I think we're really going to shock some people this year.
You worried? You worried?
I'm not worried at all.
Not worried at all? And tell us about some of the other members of the swim team there.
I'm going to have to brag on my sister for a minute. She's been swimming for a few years, and she just really works hard.
And their name?
Katie Beth.
Yeah. I mean, you didn't say her name, so you didn't brag on her that much. You got to say her name on TV.
Macy Godby, she's a freshman this year. She's a really vital person on our relay.
Dalton Patterson, all-around athlete.
What else does he play besides swimming? You said he's an all-around.
I know he does track for sure and cross country. Yes.
Wow. So he is an all-around athlete and swims and everything like Mr. Viney did. You know, he was an all-around track star. But congratulations for the great job you're doing in the classroom there, and keep it up. And, of course, maybe we'll get you back on the show next year. That's the swim team from Lincoln County and the softball team from Douglas. As always, on the Scholastic Ball Report, for those you see and those you don't see.
Keep your eye on the Scholastic Ball Report.
The Scholastic Ball Report was sponsored by UK Sports Medicine and by Central Bank, Crown Trophy, Double Dogs, Mingy Beef Jerky, Panel Swim Shop, P-Rats, PrepSpin.com, Rafferty's, Raising Cane's, Roberts Insurance, Sutherland Chevrolet, and by Whitaker Bank.